Folks, welcome to the AFC Championship, 2024 AFC Championship. You've got Ernie Green, the commish, and Ratwick in the house for tonight's call. Ernie, what are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to a bang-up championship game. The Bills, handled the Colts pretty well with the second-string quarterback. I thought Jacob Eason played pretty well against them last time, so let's see what the entire Bills team does. They smell the Super Bowl. They know they let one slip away last year. This is going to be a determined team ready to take the Colts out early and often. And they are fired up. You can tell. By the way, is it global warming in Buffalo? Like the last two January games in Buffalo, no one's wearing long sleeves. It was like 70 degrees there.
Well, there's no snow, so you'll see Minnesota versus the Rams for the trip to the Super Bowl. That'll be an interesting matchup, no matter who we get. And I say it confidently because, again, Jacob Eason won by 26 points against these Colts in Week 17 when most of the backups were sitting. So Allen and the boys should absolutely annihilate these guys. But you'll see some breath out there, Ernie. These guys are playing out there. There's just no snow anymore because, global warming is a real thing.
I mean, this is I feel as if the EA programmers put this in as like a precursor, like a warning.
Well, they do snow terribly anyway, so it just makes it much harder to see the white uniforms on the field. So we're better off having it this way with the Colts wearing all white. So what we're going to do for this game is the first half, we're going to draw the numbers for the AFC squares. And let's get them squares up so everybody can see. 1 second, where's my squares button? Here's the squares. We're going to fill out the numbers here today. We were going to go ahead and do the AFC and the NFC streams, but business calls, we will not be able to stream the NFC game tonight. So we're going to draw both numbers here during the AFC. One number per drive, Bernie. Are you ready? Are you ready for the first number?
I was born ready for the first number.
All right. What's your guess for the first number? 1 through 9 plus 0.
I'm going to go 6.
And just like Vegas Vacation, wrong, 5.
I'm down with any Vegas Vacation reference.
The first number is 5.
All right. So,
what gets him in trouble right off the get-go?
Is that Epinesa? No, that was McGregor.
Braden McGregor.
That's a good pressure right there. But,
Connor's younger brother with the sack.
Yeah, he's no way as big of an a-hole as Conor McGregor, though. That's the way to win football. Yeah, good point. You got to add them all as relatives if that happens. But you got to if you get front four pressure, you don't have to blitz. That's just such an easy day for the defense.
Well, 2 receivers set here.
And that's the second straight play where they got really good pressure from the front four.
Just a bit outside on that throw.
Yeah. DJ Manuel thought it was accurate, but that's about it. Oh, my God.
Zach might be checking in throughout the game from Seneca One Tower. The Blue Jays have a home game tonight. Oh, the blitz gets there. A face mask on 3rd and 16. That's not good.
Oh, my gosh. That's a disaster.
I think that's their only chance of losing this game tonight is if they self-inflicted wounds.
I agree. And they've always, the defense this entire season, if there's a chance to get them, it's that first drive. So,
yeah. You got to step on and you're in trouble.
They really tightened down after that first drive the entire season. So,
Ernie, I called it about 2 weeks ago, but the buzz continues out of Bills camp. Oh, what a catch there on the sideline. Carson Wentz at QB. I called it about 2 weeks ago, but the buzz continues for Gabriel Davis, G-Baby Davis, in camp. Ernie, have you seen any of this?
Well, I mean, have I literally seen it? No, but I read about how good he's looked in camp, and that's good. I mean, like this Bills team in virtual, there's so many weapons that every game there's a different, you got Schwartzy and Lay and Brew and obviously Stiggs. Every game someone new steps up, so the more weapons the Bills have, the better.
Oh, absolutely. And like I said before, this team was due to to hit on a mid to late round wide receiver pick. So
I think the last time the Bills had that was Andre Reed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I consider Don Beebe Don Beebe was a good pick, though. I'll say that. Wasn't Andre Reed, but he was at least a good pick. NFL wide receiver.
Yeah, I mean, he was a bit one-dimensional for the type of hit I'm talking about, but
yeah. No, but Davis is good. I mean, to be honest with ourselves, I mean, Allen can throw some balls that are head scratchers, but when you have a guy that tall and athletic, that kind of bails him out. I mean, sometimes you need, as good as a quarterback can be, sometimes you need to be bailed out.
Carson Wentz sacked for the second time on this drive by Braden McGregor. He's doing his AJ Epinesa impression. 3 sacks on the opening drive, Ernie, and it's still going downfield.
Yeah, that's because they made that one dumb mistake. You make mistakes, things happen. You can't, you keep a team in the game like that, obviously. It would have been a punting situation with the face mask.
People Perini's asking, should they keep 6 or 7 receivers, Ernie? Who do you think is going to be the bottom man on the wide receiver depth chart?
You know what's funny is the other day somebody on Twitter, and I didn't agree with it, but it made me think. They're like, I wonder if
Twitter made you think? That's a rare tweet.
On Twitter, yeah. But they were saying like, their surprise cut's going to be Cole Beasley.
Yeah, right.
And I was like, depending on which way they go, I mean, I think that'd be like the biggest, that'd be like a surprise like Tremaine Edwards, but they have a lot of receiver depth.
Next season, maybe. This season, absolutely not. There's nobody on the depth chart that has proven that can do that third down slot role the way Beasley can. That would be absolute insanity if they cut Beasley.
My thought was it's a year away too because they don't have that slot receiver yet. Because everyone's high on what's his name? But he's an outsider. You don't put a 6'4" guy with 4.4 speed in the slot.
No. So Colts got 3 out of that drive, and we're going to draw our second number here in a second.
And the way I look at it is like Beasley might be like the 5th or 6th most talented receiver now, but he's the top slot receiver, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
47 yards for Allen. Wow. 29-4.
And he didn't even play the last 2 games, Ernie.
Yeah.
The person I think I would like to keep, but because of his age, I think you have to cut him, is Duke Williams. I think it's just too late in his age development to keep him around for another season of development when you've got all this talent coming up that is far younger than he is.
Well, Davis is basically a better version of Williams.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really what they literally drafted him because Williams is that tall, that tall receiver is going to make those plays, but Davis is also fast and he's a better athlete.
All right, Ernie. What is your guess for the second number for the squares?
I'm gonna go 6.
4.
Okay.
You're right in line with Chevy Chase on this game.
All right, no problem with that.
2, 5.
Didn't you get in a near fender bender with him in Hollywood or something?
No, it was the jackass from Chuck that we almost ran over in a golf cart in the parking garage of Warner Brothers.
Okay.
Yeah, he's flying around like a maniac.
Wait, so you almost hit him with the golf cart? Or did you have a golf cart too?
He was in the golf cart. I was in my car exiting the parking ramp from Warner Brothers.
Okay.
And he came whipping around the corner, flying, and almost drilled straight into our car.
Jeez.
He was telling a story. I'm not paying attention. It's good times.
So, typical Bills right here. 4th and 1.
That's not a good start.
Offense hasn't been stopped all season. They're like, nope, let's punt the ball.
All right, Ernie. Here's your next attempt.
I'm just gonna go 6 until I get it right.
9.
I got upside down 6.
Yeah. Ernie, believe it or not, we've got people in the chat asking what these numbers are for and how they relate to the Super Bowl squares, like they've never done Super Bowl squares in their entire lives.
I don't even know what to say to that, other than that was pretty
much my response.
I don't even know what to say. So these self-inflicted wounds are not good right now.
Yeah, this is a rough start with the penalties, 3 and outs. Frank's all bundled up.
Yeah, well, Frank knows though. Frank's he knows the second half's gonna get cold. He's just being prepared. He's been in the stadium before.
He knows what January football looks like here.
Yeah. And that's a no big deal 5-yard play on 2nd and 10 if they didn't get off the 2nd and 1 here.
I'd like to see an early turnover here. Wentz, you sacked him a few times now. Let's get an early turnover on him. Just get him really uncomfortable in the stadium today.
Yeah, well, Mac, that was an uncomfortable run for the Bills defense right there. So I think if we're gonna go 6 receivers for the Bills, I mean, Brown, Diggs, Beasley, Davis, the top 4. Trying to even think who the receivers. I mean, if
Andre Roberts is going to contribute in the passing game like they say he's been doing, then you absolutely have to keep a Pro Bowl returner that can also contribute in the passing game. There's the turnover.
There it is.
Here we go.
He's gone. I can't tell, but he's gone. That's a convoy too. There's 4 Bills. That is Eddie O.
Eddie O. Save a horse, ride the ball into the end zone. Touchdown.
When you're running the ball with Marlon Mack and passing the ball well, what you got to do is you got to run an option keeper. So it's a great idea.
I definitely would be running the naked option with Carson Wentz.
Yeah. Especially when you have a decent momentum throwing and running the ball. These coaches love to outcoach themselves.
There's a strong chance the Bills defense might actually outscore the Colts offense in this one.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you guys. I definitely see playoff Carson Wentz throwing a pick 6 at some point.
All right, we're trying to draw another number, Ernie. I got to be honest with you. I wasn't expecting 5 drives in the first 10 minutes of the game.
Well, let's go with 6.
2.
6 is going to be the last number because I keep guessing it, right?
The odds continue to increase in your favor, Ernie.
They do. A good point.
Carson trying to get it all back in one play, throws another turnover.
I called that one, didn't I? I guess he didn't take it to the house. Samuel Jr. This jump ball. That's a guy trying to do too much right there.
Yeah, that was definitely a crowd he threw that ball into.
Look at it.
It was one-on-one when he threw it, but Asante had perfect positioning.
Well, that and the Bills' defense. There were 2 guys rallying the ball after. Look at. Everyone was there.
All right, Ernie. Time for another number.
All right, let's go 6.
Uh-oh. Nailed it.
Nice. I'm a great prognosticator.
6 it is. Only took you 5 tries.
Hey, it's all good. Hey, 20%. Hey, I got it on 20% odds. My actual odds were 10%. So that's pretty good. So I'll take that.
I'd like to see this team get the run game going today. Just grind this out, get it over with, and let's get down to business.
Yeah.
Make it a Friday night formality by the even halftime.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you there. Even just to show either the Vikings or Rams that they can get that they can do it. Give them something extra to think about. So because they only passing 50 times a game.
That's definitely been about his average this season.
There's a nice run. That's all you need right there.
Zach Moss just plowing through people.
Zach Moss wants to go to the Super Bowl. I'm not sure. That's a dumb play call.
Yeah, the tosses don't work so well in Madden 20. The front line blocking is just not good in this edition. Luckily, I've been playing Madden 21 a little bit, Ernie, and the blocking is much improved.
Well, it couldn't be any worse, so that's good.
Field goal here.
Field goal. He's automatic.
10-3, and the question becomes, will the Colts score again in this game?
They'll score again, but I don't think it'll matter when they score again.
All right. So what do you do with Isaiah Hodgins, Ernie? You just drafted him this year. Do you really cut him right off the jump?
So we got 4 of the receivers done. I mean, Roberts, but can he play? Is he a returner also or no?
Who?
Hodgins.
Not that I know of.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, that's a nice passing track. I give him that. That was a big play right there. And in all honesty, when you settle for a field goal after having 3rd and inches, you deserve bad things to happen to you. I've always said that. And Edmonds is just gonna.
He's got to make a play on that ball.
Yes, he does. He kind of froze there for a second.
So just to recap, the Vikings and Rams are playing in the NFC Championship game on what would be tomorrow in game. So the Bills are playing the Bills are playing the early game, and the Vikings Rams are playing the late game. Somebody was asking about the kicker battle. I don't think you can let Bass walk. I think you got to move on from a kicker that's been decent, but he's getting old and his leg is weakening. Take your opportunity while you can to lower the payroll and take the bigger, younger leg.
All day on that. And also, people forget, I mean, that drive that drive before they kicked the tying field goal with Allen, that was a debacle when he had like that 20-yard sack. It could have had a 54, 55-yard field goal. And in today's NFL, you got to hit that 2 out of 3 times. And they didn't have a guy on the roster who would kick that. And now they'll have that if they have Bass. You have to have, I mean, I hate field goals, but in that situation, you need to have a guy who can make that for you.
I 100% agree. And Frank's not taking any chances with a long field goal here.
That would have been a 60-yarder. And they got 22 yards of field position. Go get them.
They wouldn't have been the first 60-yard field goal we've seen attempted, Ernie.
Really? I wouldn't mind seeing just a deep pattern to Diggs on this drive. Get like an 80-yard touchdown. Put this game on ice.
Yeah. Oh, you get up 2 touchdowns early. This one's pretty much over.
Especially after they pounded them just a couple weeks ago.
All right, Ernie. Time for another number.
All right, let's go 0.
Nailed it.
Ooh.
0.
Oh, it took me 5 tries to nail the first one and 1 try to nail the second one.
The real test is going to be the last 4. Do you remember the numbers that are still on the board?
I do not.
We'll play action bootleg. Oh, stuffed in his face, almost bobbled and caught for a pick 6.
With authority.
Ernie, do you have the Facebook stream pulled up on Trainwreck Sports so you can see most of the chats?
I do not. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. The guys are asking in the chat if you can see them.
Hold on. Let me get there.
Tom Dinder might be checking to see if you can see it before he talks about you in the chat behind your back.
Oh, that's what's going on, huh? Is Ernie reading our post? Tom, I am not reading your posts. But now I am reading your posts. What's Tom Dinder's problem?
I think he's just being polite. He didn't want to speak ill if you were reading.
Oh, I gotta see how to get them all. See y'all. Hold on. Working on it, guys.
Another punt here by the Bills. Okay, Ernie, we've had 6 drives already. There's 6 possessions total by the team. I expected us to have 10 at the half, but we're going to be out of AFC numbers here pretty quick in the second quarter.
That's not good.
See, Michael Arnold thinks you're the best, Ernie.
Well, Michael, I appreciate that. I'm having a good time interacting. Well, I'm having a good time doing this. I'm having a better time than Marlon Mack on first down there, that's for sure.
There's the squares again. After the game is over, we will populate the numbers we're drawing here onto the board, and then it'll be posted on the Gratwick Gaming Twitter account. And so everyone will be able to grab it. They can download it. They can print it out if they want. They can look it over. But it'll be available there until Friday for the game. All right, Ernie? 4 numbers left. I'm not telling you which ones.
I don't think 7's been taken.
3.
Ah, there you go.
3 is the magic number.
All right.
I can't believe T.Y. Hilton's not only still playing, but still on the Colts.
Well, yeah. Well, how old is he now? Like 30?
He's got to be getting close to 30. I mean, shit, he was playing with Marvin Harrison, and Marvin Harrison's been gone for 5-6 years now, right?
Well, no, he was a rookie in 2012, long after Harrison was gone.
Wait, Hilton and Harrison never played together?
No.
I thought they had at least one season together.
No, Harrison's rookie season was 2012. He was the same rookie year as what's his name? Luck. He is 30 years old right now as we speak, so.
Yeah, he'll be 35, 36 in 2024. Jeez.
34, 35, yeah.
Pretty old for a wide receiver.
Yeah, well, you know what? Technology is as it is. He took care of his body. I mean, let's face facts. There's not a lot to do in Indianapolis.
He's tightly programmed, Ernie.
They in the NBA they call a trip to Indianapolis. They call Indianapolis Nap City.
Yep. They might want to start covering him though because he's starting to get hot.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea because they're only up 10. It feels like they're up 21-3, but they're only up 10-3. So one play in a tie game.
Ernie, what's your thoughts on the breaking NBA news tonight?
It's historic. It's absolutely historic. That's for sure. I mean, nobody wants to listen to their cause. What else can they do?
Yeah, I kind of when it first happened a couple days ago, I kind of thought, another turnover. Is that Moses? Or Moses where with the pick?
Holy Moses!
Yeah, I kind of expected it. Like it's a line in the sand now because like people are talking in that like most of these leagues are predominantly black players, and like they're just supposed to go out there and keep entertaining everybody and keep doing that like there's nothing wrong in this country and that there's a line in the sand that doesn't need to be drawn. So good on them. And I mean, people put too much emphasis on sports and all of that anyway, so if you're going to give them all of that power and leverage, don't be surprised when they wield it.
Absolutely. No, I 100% agree. And here's another thing, their cause is justified.
Yeah. I mean, it's just highlighted that much more when a 17-year-old dude from the next state over comes all the way over there, shoots 2 protesters dead, hurts a third one, and the cops drive right past him and let him go home.
Yeah. It was actually the protesters who brought him down, right?
Well, they tried to, and then the cops stormed the area, and in all the chaos, the protesters were all saying, that guy shot 2 people, and they just ignored him and went after the protesters.
It's almost as if they support what he did. Did I say that out loud?
Jason Towell brings up a great freaking point. Going off the NBA's decision today, do you feel week 1 of the NFL season is in jeopardy too? I started wondering that as I was reading before kickoff on these things, if that's what's going to happen. I mean, I think they have to. If everybody's still striking at that point, I think the NFL has to join in. But I don't see this going on for 3 weeks where the players are at a stalemate with their leagues.
To expound on your point, if week 1 was this Sunday, absolutely. But I mean, goodness, we're so far away from that right now. It's too tough to speculate. And the NFL talks a big game, but when it comes to social justice, they're not anywhere close to being like social justice. Actually being for social justice. So I don't see that happening being September 13th.
I could see the NFL being the league that starts finding its players for it.
Yeah, pretty much. And I was reading, this is Brew McCoy. I was reading an article about Milwaukee Bucks and their crazy interactions with police. Did you happen to read that? How the one guy got tasered and got choked out because of a parking ticket, and the other guy got beat up in New York City, and all unjustified stuff. So the Bucks have a whole history with the police, and they didn't play where it said enough. So no.
Alan, all he had to do was play it safe. All right, Ernie, try to pick another number.
All right, 8.
7.
7.
I was going to say 7 too.
I know. I thought it was already taken. That's why I didn't say it. 7-minute abs.
No.
What if someone comes up with 6-minute abs?
Ernie, so we've got 2 numbers left, and once we draw one of them, it's automatically gonna obviously the other one's the default one. So we're gonna wait till a 2-minute warning to draw the last 2 numbers of the half.
All right, sounds good.
Have you watched Lovecraft Country at all?
I have not. Honestly, I've watched so little TV the past couple months that it's kind of crazy.
They played a song in the second episode last night that I've never heard before, and it's freaking hilarious. And it might very well be the first rap song ever made. I mean, it's from 1970, and the song's called "Whitey on the Moon." If you have a second, freaking pull that thing up on YouTube and listen to it. It's hilarious.
I shall. And so a sack and holding. Decline this. Take a second to 16.
It's got a laundry littered first quarter here, first half.
I hate this. Take the play. 2nd and 16.
Yeah. Well, 2nd and 20. They knew it was coming, Ernie.
But they're still getting an extra play out of it.
True. An extra completion out of it for 4-yard loss. Uh-oh. Max going all over the wrong way.
Yeah, he is. He should have lost 5, lost 1. Edmonds is just so consistent now. It's ridiculous.
Dude, that interception he had the last game to ice it, where he freaking batted it out in the air with one hand, juggled it and caught it, was freaking sweet. I wish he would have finished it with a pick 6.
I think that he's going to have a monster season this year in real life.
Oh yeah. I think pretty much from here on forward, for the rest of his career, he's going to be the universally accepted best linebacker in the league.
He'll be up there for sure. I agree 100%. I think that he's a type of guy that flourishes with more responsibility. So, he wasn't the defensive leader year 1. He had Kyle Williams and Lorenzo Alexander there. Kyle Williams left and Lorenzo Alexander left, and now he's going to be the leader on that defense. And I think he's just that guy who needs that responsibility to play better. So.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's that leader for the next 15 years. Easy.
Well, maybe 10, but yeah.
But he's 21, right?
21, 22.
Yeah. I can see him breaking basically every record linebackers have ever had.
Well, I'll be happy if they get a bunch of Pro Bowl seasons out of him. That's which they can't get out of him. He's fantastic. Here's a question for you. Given Sean McDermott's ridiculously conservative nature, Does a better defense help the? I mean, I'm always of the opinion that if you have a really good defense, you should take more chances on offense because your defense will play you out. But every NFL coach does it the opposite. They play it so safe because of their great defense. Do you think a better defense actually stunts the offense's growth on this team?
I think it stunts the coaching strategy's growth. I don't know if it stunts the talent. As far as I'm concerned, especially last season, the times when that offense struggled the most was when they had leads and they took their foot off the gas and they tried to play conservative. When they were aggressive, when they were trying to come back, when they had to be aggressive, they were good. Allen was freaking awesome in the fourth quarters when he needed to be. So, like I said, the only time I see them struggling is when they go against their instinct, which is just young, fast, aggressive players.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And Josh Allen is one of the best already. I think even if he never improved the rest of his career, which I think he's going to, obviously, I think he is already one of the best play-action passers in the NFL, and they do not utilize that nearly enough.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah. Because, really, when you think about it, on a play-action play with Josh Allen as your quarterback, it's three stresses on the defense. The first stress is it going to be a handoff and run? We've got to watch for that. The second stress is, okay, we've got to recover and get into our passing lane. So now we're a step behind because of the play action, but then we can't over-pursue to catch up to our passing responsibilities because he can still pull the ball down and run. So the trifecta of stress put on a defense by Josh Allen in play action is just too much for me. Every play for me would be either 60% first down play actions, 40% first down runs. I would never call any other kind of pass play except play action on first down with him.
And don't forget now, when you have now you're going to have two speed burners on the field at the same time, Diggs and Brown. So those safeties are going to have to stay back, and that's going to leave the wide open middle of the field wide open for Beasley, for Dawson Knox. It's going to be a pick your poison.
Sorry, Ernie, I was reading Chuck Taylor's comment. I don't care what Ernie says about you, Andrea. You're the best.
What do you say? I don't care about what?
I don't care what Ernie says about you. You're the best, Andrea.
Hey, don't make me bring up her halftime gaff last year.
Oh.
You'll be on my side, Chuck. If I brought that up, that story, you'll be on my side. I promise you.
I think Bill's Mafia has a right to know what Andrea did to us.
Well, you tell the story better than I do, given you were there.
So, for playoff games, at the very least, we always go to Bucksby's West, which is the Santa Monica Bills playoff bar. And it was packed. Oh, dude, we were pre-gaming in the parking lot with a bunch of random dudes that were drinking beers outside of the bar freaking an hour before it opened at 9 a.m. And so by the time halftime came, we've been drinking all morning. We've been eating. We're hammered. Andrea's feeling good. And what was it, 19-0 or something like that at that point?
I think it was 13-0 at halftime.
Okay. It was barely a two-score lead basically at halftime. And Andrea's just all up in my business.
Up in Carson Wentz's business right there.
No one's making the plays.
By the way, really quickly before you finish the story, we need to give out that last square.
I just realized that as well. We're going to hold that off till the story's over.
Okay.
So halftime comes, and Andrea's all up in my grill. Can we go home? This game's over. They won. Let's go home. And I'm telling her over and over again. I'm like, stop it. Stop doing that. Don't do that. And sure enough, the game was not, in fact, over.
Yeah.
All right, Ray, you got a 50-50 shot here on these last two numbers. I'll even tell you what they are. Do you know what they are?
What are the two numbers?
What's your guess at what the two numbers are?
I don't think I've heard one yet. And then we had 0? Well, we had 0 because I picked it right.
1 and 8 are our final two numbers.
I'm going to go 8.
One. It was 1, Ernie. I think you only got 2 right out of that entire half. So it's 1, 8.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So to put a button on that, if you guys are all wondering who Jinx that is for the real Bills, I know her, and I'm teaching her. I'm teaching her the ways. You never mess with karma. And you never say ever when the Bills are on the field. In either direction.
Agreed. So George, whose side are you on now, brah?
And the thing is, Ernie, it's not like she's a new California girlfriend, doesn't know the way of the Bills or anything like that. We've been together.
We got the peanut gallery in, by the way. Jason Towell. Andrea, should we change your name to Vontae Davis?
Oh. But we've been together for 12 years, Ernie. She's seen some bad Bills football. She's seen some heartbreak. She's no roots here.
Chris McDaniels. So it was Andrea's fault. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Chris, how long? I've known you since what? High school, right?
Yep.
Have you ever heard me prematurely predict the Bills' victory?
Oh Lord, no. That's just unforgivable.
Exactly. So now so I want to hear whose side are y'all on now?
Well, all it takes is 1 quarter of a Super Bowl to learn that lesson.
Yeah. All it takes is getting excited when Steve Christie hits a field goal with 10 seconds left against the Titans.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I think the one that is the most still to this day shocking for me is that damn Cowboys Monday night game. Like, of all the collapses, that one to me is just like, you know that GIF where the dude's got all the math formulas flying by and trying to figure it out. That's me trying to still figure out today how they freaking lost that game.
I've never seen a team like literally give another team a game the way the Bills did that day. So bad.
All right, that should just about take it to halftime here. Nobody's trying up. Now you're gonna take a timeout.
All right, we don't have much time left here at all. Was that 20 seconds?
20 seconds.
All right, well, time for one more play, basically, unless they stay in bounds.
Holy crap, Brady. I feel like I haven't had our overlay on the whole time. I haven't even been teasing the freaking coach's press conference. I've been doing a terrible job here. Too busy being in the booth instead of running the truck.
Stay in bounds. That's the end of the half right there. Great play.
We missed the spread. We missed the over-under. All sorts of stuff. All right, folks, don't forget, Virtual McDermott will be available after the game. Get your questions ready now and hit them with everything you got. I'm hoping it's a celebratory press conference for once. Last time the Bills went to the Super Bowl, Virtual McDermott got grilled, Ernie.
Yeah. I remember that. That was before I started jumping in. That's when I was a devoted person to watch.
Oh, you're one of our devoted viewers?
Devoted viewer, yeah. Dante Whitner running away from an onside kick will forever be sketched into my brain. Andrew, that is a great, astute observation. I don't get the Dante Whitner love in Buffalo. I can't remember a single play he made when he was in Buffalo. And I know, I can remember most obscure things about Buffalo Bills history. Garbage.
Of course, there's always Ronnie Harmon, too. That's my first Bills memory. Like, legitimate play that I can remember, still close my eyes and see happening in my head, is that dude dropping the ball in the end zone.
Like, my first real vivid memory, I mean, we used to all watch the game, but when the Bills were playing the Bengals in the AFC Championship game the year before, when, like, the punt hit at, like, the 30-yard line, and Earl Tucker didn't pick it up and it rolled to the one, the Bills were stuck with bad field position the rest of the game and couldn't get out of it.
Before my time.
You're older than me.
Recall starts at Ronnie Harmon.
Okay, that's fair.
All right, Ernie, what's the number for this drive?
6.
4.
All right.
You're the Chevy Chase to guess any numbers. You're the Clark Griswold. Do all the games in that. Paper, rock, scissors, pick a number.
Oh my God, I haven't seen Vegas Vacation in forever. I watch Christmas Vacation every single Thanksgiving. That's like my tradition. I've been doing that since like high school.
No, well, of course. But Vegas Vacation is terrible in comparison to Christmas Vacation, but yet in its own right, it still has so many great moments.
If it wasn't like, if it was like a standalone movie, everybody would love it. Like, it'd be panned, but everybody compared it to like Vegas Vacation here. I'm sorry, to Christmas Vacation. It's a different movie.
Giorgio, put in $1, want a car. Put in $1, want a car. Put in $1, want a car.
That is a great. What's not funny is holding penalties when you can't really get going on offense anyways. If I'm the Colts, I take 3rd and 9. Because Allen, if anything, Allen's like very, very good at converting 2nd and 20 and 1st and 20.
Yeah. Nick Papagiorgio from Yuma would have definitely at the time the penalty.
Look at that. So they go from 2nd and 20. Instead of having 3rd and 9, they have like 3rd and 2. Or 3rd and 3.
Ernie, where are your bifocals this evening?
I bifocals? Why? What's
I do not require them.
Oh yeah. What are we talking to me? Now here comes the punt. It's gonna annoy me.
When they're checking his ID.
Oh yeah. Again, I haven't seen that movie probably 20 years.
Where are your bifocals? I do not require them.
You got 4th and 1 from midfield with the pretty much unstoppable attack. You better punt.
Yeah, man. You know what the computer doesn't know how to do in this is QB sneaks in short yardage situations. It just isn't in its repertoire.
It does not.
All right.
Apparently, Ernie's favorite number is 6. Josh, my favorite number is actually 12. I'm going to milk the 6 to my death.
All right, Ernie. Do I even have to ask what number you're picking?
6.
Jackpot. We don't have to hear you call 6 for the next 10 numbers.
I might call it just for fun.
6 it is.
All right.
Oh, and Ernie, I'm going to tell you this, but while I'm telling you this, I'm actually telling the audience this. One of the interesting things about how we're going to be running our Super Bowl squares is the actual prize for when touchdowns are scored is going to be to the winner that hits with the 6 points counted in, and then there'll be an additional add-on prize given to the person whose square hits when the extra point hit. So there's the touchdown square, and then there's the extra point square, which are going to be 2 different prizes.
Oh, nice.
It's our little way to make sure even the goofy numbers that usually don't hit still have a chance.
There you go. I like it. More prizes, the better. It's like Prize-a-Palooza all over again.
It is Prize-a-Palooza. That's how it's been teased all season.
Now Ernie will call. What's that?
We're letting these Colts hang around here a little bit.
Yeah. But then they're like, nope. Then you got to run the screen pass, which hasn't worked ever in this game.
We still haven't had our first stack check in yet. It must be a pretty good Blue Jays game going on.
You know what? Usually I watch, and I'm not watching right now. If this is regular season week 14 when you're 13-0, I'll multitask. But this is an important game right now, so I'm focused fully on this game.
Respect, absolute respect. Did you see they had Jerry Sullivan in the Seneca One booth last night?
Sully's done a couple things with Trainwreck Sports, and It's funny because I think if you bring Zach in, I think he'll be here on Friday. But like, and once you get to know Jerry, he's the best dude you'll ever meet in your entire life.
I've never met him, but he's easily my favorite Buffalo sports personality. I absolutely love him for telling the truth about that team through thick and thin, no matter what, no matter how many people bitched about it. He was straight up honest. Like, how you expect somebody to year in and year out write positive articles about absolute terrible quality products on the field is beyond me. The guy told the truth and got burned at the stake for it every single season.
Yep. It's like, you can't handle
He does have an absolute obsession with Boston sports.
Wait, Sully? That's where he's from. That's why.
I understand that, but he is a Tom Brady apologist.
Well, that's probably us. There's probably someone listening to this telecast right now like, Ernie and Chris, they're good guys, but the only problem is they're Buffalo sports apologists.
Yeah, but I can be honest about the team and when they make mistakes and have flaws. Like, I don't know. I think you have to be honest when the team's dysfunctional, especially when you grew up watching the 90s Bills. Like, you have that bar already to compare it with. So, like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that's good enough when I've seen the best and that wasn't good enough. So, like I'm always going to have a bigger expectation by that. And I don't think, like, being a homer makes the team any better. I think it makes it, when you're honest about the bad teams, oh, boy.
Oh.
When you're honest about the bad teams, you can enjoy the periods of time when they're so much better. Like right now, because we've gone through those bad times and because I've seen those 90s Bills, I know what I see in this team right now, and I see more hints of the 90s Bills than I do of the 2000s Bills and the drought Bills. And that's why I'm excited, and that's why, like, I'm overly positive, not just because it's my Bills and I'm always going to be positive. I'm positive because my team finally looks like they got it right.
They're getting it right for sure, absolutely. I don't understand why the Colts are coming out the midfield when they got the ball at the 10-yard line, but... Oh, booth review, there you go.
Yeah, flip this back.
Josh Arnold called from the beginning. He said he was down. Josh was right on that.
Yeah, knee's down right there. And, oh, dude, he's down, his shoulder's down, his second shoulder's down.
His head was down, his second knee was down. Ed's got an easy one here.
I don't like him leaving these Colts hanging around, Ernie.
I don't like it. The offense doesn't really look good since the first half of the Miami playoff game.
Madden's going to try and steal one from us. I can smell it. Look for the big play to come. All right, what's your number?
Let's go with 0.
Three.
All right.
The number is 3.
Hey, I think Marlon Mack got 3 yards there, made something out of nothing.
So once again, folks, the squares with the numbers will be up later tonight on Bratwick Gaming's Twitter page. Oh, I forgot that. Obviously, we'll have the numbers posted up throughout the game Friday night, regardless of whether the Bills are in it. We're doing the Prize-a-Palooza. And you'll be able to get the graphic, the image, and save it to your phone if you want. So you have your numbers on hand. Well, like I said, we'll have that up by tonight. You East Coasters, you'll probably see it first thing in the morning.
3rd and 11, big play here.
Ernie, we're deep into the third quarter now, and the Bills' defense is still outscoring the Colts here, 7-3.
Yeah.
Technically, well, I guess officially, the Bills' defense is the only unit on the field with a touchdown here.
Yeah, and I think one quality offensive drive with a touchdown will put this game on ice.
I think the under is going to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last game was 47-21, Ernie. That's 68 points these two teams put up. Making some moves.
Yeah. Out of the 32-yard line, nice return there.
All right, Ernie. What is our next number?
Let's go with 9.
Oh, nailed it. 9 it is.
Boom.
I need a little shock therapy button here, Ernie. So I can zap you when you're wrong. Ghostbuster style?
Give me. I'll deserve it. So, we need a positive electric big play here.
The digs for 20? We're going to count that, Ernie.
That's a catch.
You take a track of
big play. Positive electric for all your electric needs in Western New York. Just don't argue with us. Go to Positive Electric and they'll take care of it for you. I don't want to hear any crap.
Perfect.
Look at that. Splits the 2 defenders. Looks like a cover 2. Nailed it right in between the 2 defenders. Great pass. Look at Wentz is like, I can't make that pass. He's like, what's going on? Well, 1st and 10 from the 38. Backward pass. Nice safe pass there. 7-8 yards.
This is the execution drive, Ernie. Put them out of their misery.
That's like a double entendre because they're executing well and they'll execute the call for the touchdown here.
It works better when you don't point it out.
Yeah. I like pointing out double entendres. They're one of my favorite things in the whole world.
You know what we watched the other day? Remember I Spies?
Yeah, I haven't seen that forever.
There's a sexual innuendo.
There we go. Another 4 or 5. This is a good drive. Like, it's like they heard us criticizing their offense on the field.
I think they were just toying with them, Ernie. Like a ruthless snake, they were toying with their prey before they went in for the kill.
All right.
Hey, man. This looks like a sock. Hey, man. This is a sock.
There we go. That's a nice pass over the middle. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 10. Oh, Rugby's hurt. Uh-oh.
Down goes Ruggs. That's no good. Sideline chant here, Ernie. Sideline.
Sideline. Come on, brah. Go to the sideline. He's hurt, though. He's in pain.
Oh, boy.
Holding his leg, but grabbing his arm.
So somebody asked about that the other day, and I know what that is. So it's, again, Madden's laziness because they don't want to take the time and the NFL's not going to let you see a guy get carted off the field. So the guy has to run off the field into the locker room and could be holding something because, he's just jogging in. But if it's a leg injury, now he's got to ride the cart or he's got to walk in slowly, and they're just not going to give you that visual.
Yeah. Personally, I'd go for it here and put the game away, but McDermott is not poised to do that ever in any way, shape, or form. So,
especially
meaningless field goal.
Especially when this is the field goal of death that puts you up 13, which is pointless.
Yep. And here's the thing. So, okay, you get stuffed at the 2-yard line. He can't move the ball. You'll probably get the ball like the midfield anyway on a 3 and out.
When you take into account not only – so the most you're going to get on the field goal is 3 points. But when you flip it the other way, if you fail, you still have an opportunity to get 2 points on the safety. So that basically cancels out any advantage you have of kicking in that position.
Agreed. So basically, you have a chance of getting 9 points different ways than you are 3 points. It's ridiculous.
Josh Arnold says, really? Old school Madden had the ambulance on the field. Yeah, there's a reason there isn't an ambulance on the field anymore. The NFL has an exclusivity license with EA for a reason because they know they can control EA and EA is going to do whatever the game says. So there's no concussions allowed in the game. There's no violent hits allowed into the game. There's no injuries where visually it looks scary or a guy's carted off the field. They don't even allow you to change the team logos and create your own custom team into it without their allowed. They get that?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Asante Samuel is the second turnover of the game.
There it is, Matt.
The Madden or the NFL has a stranglehold over their brand and how it's used, and they literally are the no fun league. So as bad as EA is, a lot of the restraints for the presentation of the game is imposed by the NFL. Like, there can't be suspensions. There can't be any storylines where a player skips practice or holds out. There's just no negative storyline.
Yeah.
All right,
I like it better the old man when, like, the ambulance would come out and run over players.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, there's a man down on the field.
Oh, someone on YouTube made a compilation of that. There's like 10 of them. Oh no, there's a man down.
Did they do it as an auto-tune remix?
No, I think they had like the literal they had just literal clips of that.
Oh, an auto-tune remix would be hilarious.
Well,
using like the old NFL films, freaking dramatic music.
Dun 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 dun. Yeah.
Oh, there's a man. All right, Ernie, pick a number.
All right, well, we're gonna go with 8.
Oh, buddy, you're getting honed in while we're playing this game. 8 it is.
2 in a row.
I think it's 3 of the last 4.
Yeah, and Allen, I think, hit 3 of the last. The first down to Diggs. It's Diggs, yeah. First down to Diggs. Diggs is like, just give me the ball.
Finish him.
I agree, like the most fun league. I agree 100%. By the way, I want to tell the chat people, man, I'm really enjoying watching you guys interact. This is really cool going back and forth, so we appreciate your enthusiasm for this.
I do. The first time you tuned in on the chat with it?
I just figured out that I was wondering where you guys were getting the chat from all these games.
Yeah, we've got it threaded on our side. The chat from Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook is all threaded on our side.
Oh, well, there you go. Learn something new every day.
Oh, good catch.
Oh. Just out of the reach.
I need a Brew touchdown, Ernie. My favorite part of the play-by-play since Brew's come on the team is calling a Brew touchdown.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
Was it ineligible downfield? Is he going to accept the penalty like an idiot?
Still
yep.
Yeah. All right. Question from the truck. They're working on getting this post-game press conference set up for VMD.
All right. Well, we got 3rd and 10 from, looks like 3rd and 9. The Bills gained a yard in that penalty in the extra play.
I think we've got a newcomer, Ernie. Jamie Meters is checking in. Says they're supposed to be cooking dinner, but they can't stop watching this because the Bills are letting his Colts hang around. The wife says he needs help. We're here to help you, though, buddy. That's what we're doing. We're helping each other.
Exactly. Hey, dinner can wait, bro. This game in the 4th quarter of the AFC Championship game.
See, the veteran move is having dinner / i.e. your wings made before kickoff, so you can sit down and enjoy the game while eating.
Agreed. But you live and you learn. You know, we didn't know that the first time.
Absolutely. We've got a few barbecue experts in the chat too that have used these games to perfect their barbecue skills.
Nice. Here's a question for the chat. Provided the Bills. Now, see, Andrea, even though this game's looking good for the Bills, I'm not going to say they're winning. So, provided the Bills stay and win this game, what are you guys going to cook for the Super Bowl on Friday? I want to hear your answers in the chat.
I'm going to guess Steve Noble's going to have the best answer, Ernie. He's used these times in these games to put himself on a path to becoming an actual barbecue cook champion.
Yeah, Steven, he seems to have his life together better than most. That guy's like a multifaceted human being.
Well, let's be honest, Ernie. Arrested Development could have been placed in Buffalo. We're all stunted. We're still waiting for our 90s championship before we can grow up.
Absolutely. That's a good analogy. And again, just that outside swing pass does not work. You gotta get up pretty early in the morning to get something past Tremaine Edmonds.
Is there really enough in you, or does that mean you're just going to be up too late and now you're going to be too tired to get ahead of them?
Well, it doesn't matter. With Edmonds, don't matter. Either way, it don't matter. Edmonds is that weird guy that only needs a couple hours sleep, so you can't get him late, you can't get him early.
Ernie, now we're working on turning Mrs. Meters into a fan.
Nice. Welcome.
What's on the menu tonight, Meters? What's for dinner? What are we cooking?
Paul Burns going to cook a small ram. Okay. Is that like a small ram on the Los Angeles Rams or an actual ram?
Speaking of Rams, who would you prefer here? You want to cook some Rams, or you want to go on a Viking quest?
I don't know. I rather face Mike Zimmer than Sean McVay. That guy's like a more conservative version of Sean McDermott.
All right, Ernie, we're behind on a couple numbers here, so pick the next number.
Okay, 5.
0. 0 it is.
All right.
You know, I gotta be honest with you. In the 21st century, I'm kind of actually opposed to the idea of a defensive-oriented coach as a head coach in general.
I agree.
The modern state of the game is offense first all the way. Offense sells tickets and is more in line with the business side of professional football, and it just. I don't know. It's like a guy who bets on unders, a guy that's short stock. I don't want the guy that's rooting for as few points to be scored as possible.
Agreed.
It's just bad juju, Ernie.
It is. But Juju Smith-Schuster is good juju.
Sherry Thorpe, we appreciate you letting Jamie hang out with us here. You're going to bring us a little bit of luck. Hopefully you won't pull an Andrea and say this game's over until the clock strikes 0. But we're looking forward to having a nice, tasty victory dinner.
Josh is going to cook delivery. Josh, where is your go-to delivery place in Western New York? Well, I'm assuming you live in Western New York, so what is your go-to delivery place?
One of the Arnolds is in Florida, Ernie.
Okay.
We might be battling some inclement weather as of now.
Oh, man. That's not good. Look at Allen. He's giving Diggs a little pat in the back like, listen, let's score a touchdown here. We're going to the Super Bowl, brah.
All right, Ernie. What's the number for the drive?
5.
Come on, now they're going to think we're staging this.
Did I get it right?
It's 5 again. That's 3 of the last 4 you've now.
There we go.
Josh Arnold is in Miami. I was correct on the Florida boy. Oh, come on, Brew, make a play for it, pal.
Yeah, I agree there. Caught that.
Do the Bills really have 4 field goals?
Yes.
Like, the defense is going to outscore the Colts. Josh Allen and the boys basically just took today off and decided to let the other guys handle it.
That was a great play by Brew to stop the interception.
Hopefully the Bills offense taking a week off is going to mean good things for our prize-a-palooza in the Super Bowl. Hopefully that means we're going to have a whole lot of points scored with a fresh and rested offense. And both the Vikings and Rams are good offensive teams, so we should have a lot of points Friday night for the Super Bowl.
Looking forward to it.
We're gonna need some backup prizes.
There we go.
I need a rundown of the prizes for the Super Bowl. I could have gave a recap on that. Did our chat. I can't get to it right now.
Oh, look at that. There's another bat down right there.
All right, Ernie, what's the number?
I'm going to go with 2. Oh.
Come on,
Right there, where you got it?
Yeah, 2 it is. 2 with the profanity.
Yeah, no one's making fun of me now in the chat about that.
All right, so for the first quarter score, you're going to get a trio package of 716 socks. The halftime score is going to be a $25 Jacoby's card. The third quarter score is going to be a Bills Mafia t-shirt. The final score will get a $25 gift card, a Mafia t-shirt, socks, and the Bratwick movie. Oh, come on, man. Trying to read the ads. We got a score while I'm not looking? That's just dirty. What did I say, Ernie? How they were going to get back into this? The big play.
Keep kicking field goals. You deserve to happen.
And then throughout the game, for each score change, we'll be alternating between a coat socks, a Mafia shirt, and glasses will be points. And we'll also be giving away the Perfect House movie. So each one of those things will be alternating between the regular scores, and then we'll have the specific scores of prizes for each quarter and the end of the game. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you keep a team in the game, that's what happens.
All around, Ernie. I'm going to blame it on the F-bomb. Put that bad juju out there on us.
That happens. No, they've been kicking field goals like this all season, long before your F-bomb.
All right, Ernie. This needs to be a trip to the Super Bowl drive.
Like I said, this is going to be the championship drive right here. Just march down the field, say, F this, we're going to the Super Bowl, and get the touchdown, put the game away.
Even a field goal puts the game away pretty much.
Yes.
I would say we got a check-in?
I don't know. Do we have check-in?
Well, I thought we had somebody checking in on the chat. Maybe a guest appearance by Zach. All right, good start to the drive. First down. And he fell in bounds. That's what you want right now. First downs and ticking clocks.
All right, there we go. Boom. Nice move there. 6 up. Oh, no.
Oh, come on. No. He's got to be down. Dude, I told you Madden was going to try and steal one here.
I thought he was down, by the way. What do I know?
Oh, he's totally down.
Completely down.
How many bad calls is this game going to have? Look at Josh Allen diving in there to try and get the rock.
Yeah, that's not good. Oh, my God. Completely down.
Come on. Don't you do it. Don't you do it, Madden. I still haven't actually paid for 21. I still got the
There we go.
I still got the demo in. If he screws us.
Yeah, he was down. That's not.
I've never seen 2 reversals in one game.
Well, it's the AFC Championship game. You got to.
Oh, come on. Yeah, there's the angle. He's down all day. But it just shows you John's on the hunt. He's coming for us, Ernie.
He is. Yeah, that was no doubt in my mind.
2nd and 1, perfect situation you want to be in here. I'd like to see a run play, but stick with what brought you here. Short.
Yeah. And I think that's what they realized this drive is, it's good to have a running game, but it's even better to, score points.
Yeah. And the playoff closer, Schwartz, is on the case.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to go down quick, young man. Don't be afraid to go down quick. We don't need any extra yard heroes.
No, not right now. I mean, honestly, how many times has the extra yard hero actually worked? Like 1 out of 100?
Oh, Ernie, we need a touchdown here to cover the spread, too.
Oh, that's a ball. That's a ball right there.
That's a good first down. I would have liked to see Brew fall in bounds. Run the ball here. At least keep the clock ticking. You don't need to go so fast.
Well, if you score a touchdown, the game's put away. They're not going to score 2 touchdowns in 3 minutes.
Absolutely. But at least give me 1 run out of every 4 plays. At least give me a run back in the backfield.
You know what we haven't seen is Allen take off today.
I was just about to say that. Has Allen run once this game?
Oh. I don't remember him running once last game.
He's just completely confident in the pocket now. So just seeing the whole field, doesn't need to scramble. He's got anything he wants.
This is a championship response drive. Like, okay, we've had enough. We're going to put this game away.
Put it on ice, cover the spread, let us celebrate the last 2 minutes and draw the final numbers.
Yeah. And Dawson Knox, the big play. Good catch and run. Gets a couple extra yards, just moving his feet forward.
You know what, Ernie? I run the ball 3 times into the line here. Worst case scenario, I'm kicking a field goal with a minute left.
Yeah.
I mean, basically that's a run play, but a little more risk than necessary.
So I'm with you on this one. And you know me, I'm all about putting the ball in the end zone. But, I mean, at this point, the score's got to dictate what you do and the time on the clock.
I mean, it's hyper-conservative, but, like, you could even make an argument for just kneeling the ball 3 times here.
I don't disagree here.
I would never do that, but, like, if you like, have a couple fumbles in the game, you don't trust your quarterback, I could totally make that argument. This should be a run. This has to be a run. Take it to the 2. Oh, my God. This is why it's a throw. They're trying. They're trying this shady stuff.
Now empty backfield. At least give them the chance. At least give them the guys you might run.
There we go.
Or to score a touchdown.
Absolute fitting that it's short.
Yeah. You don't think that drive? So, like, you know what? It is like we're making a statement whether it's analytically correct or not. That's what that was.
Yeah. It's very fitting that the nail in the coffin touchdown was scored by Schwartz. He's been the epitome of the team player all season long.
Agreed.
Buffalo's happening now. We're on the move now. The fields are happening now. They're making it happen now.
Clark just made a good point.
We got the spirit. Watch it happen now.
So we'll have those numbers again later tonight on Craftlike Gaming's Twitter page, and they'll be there and ready to go for Friday night. Ernie, we had a couple people asking who's wearing out Friday night. You're going to be here, right?
I will absolutely be here Friday night.
All right. Both Dan and Zach will be back for the Super Bowl Prize-a-Palooza as well. And Ernie, we're 16 seconds away from picking our final 2 numbers for the squares.
All right.
Chuck Keller says, Diggs playing in this game? He's had about 5 catches for 50 yards. Like, if you go on Craftlike Gaming Daddy Leagues, if you go to daddyleagues.com/NFQL and look at the Bills' season stats, they actually had a really diverse offense that was spread around along a lot of talent. And the amount of guys that got catches and touches, dude, if they could have a diversified offense like the amount of guys that had over... They had 8 guys that had over 26 catches, 7 guys that had over 37 catches in a season, Ernie. That's crazy.
Yeah, every game. Ebeneza's like, I'm going to have one more sack before we get to the Super Bowl.
Happy, put them away. All right, Ernie. 7 or 1. Those are the 2 numbers left.
7.
Seven it is. 1 is the final number.
Oh,
I should have recorded that after. Oh, come on.
Oh, are you serious?
Look at this stat killer. Oh, I thought he got him at the 2. I saw the 2 come up. That's for the extra point. Really? What kind of coverage is that?
Cover 0. They didn't cover anybody.
That's the 2-score cover the over coverage? Unbelievable. Two big plays again.
Well, they're going for 1 instead of 2. Keep eight, but they're going to have to kick the onside kick either way. So,
Ernie, Jamie burned the chicken, but the Bills are most likely going to the Super Bowl. So, does it work out, or are you still disappointed about the burned chicken?
side. There you go.
Oh, that's who, Ernie.
Schwartz.
Playoff MVP. Frank knows what it's like to see a grinder out there making plays when it matters.
Yeah.
Don't forget, as soon as the game's over, folks, Virtual McDermott will be right at the post-game press conference. Get your questions in. Ernie and Andrew will be asking the coach the questions for you. I'll be working the truck.
That'll put the game away there, that first down.
Absolutely.
You off one more time, it's over with. Not sure I like the toss here, but it worked, so served its purpose. Got down inbounds. That's all good.
So who's your choice, Ernie? You never told me. Was it the Vikings? Yeah, you went with Zimmer?
I want to see Zimmer instead of McVay for sure. Zimmer's like the worst version of conservative McDermott.
All of this comes full circle, and Stephon Diggs has to face his old team in the Super Bowl.
I like that. And there it is, the kneel down. Wait, they're not going to seriously kick this, are they? They're seriously going to kick it. With time expiring, they kicked the field goal. They did that last game, didn't they, too? But it does not matter because the Bills are heading to the Super Bowl. And 29-18 victory. Offense had some stuff to work out. Defense played fantastic other than those two breakdowns at the end. But that was a very solid win for the Bills. I'm excited. We got VMD coming up with the press conference. Here he is. Andrew, are you gonna ask the first question?
The guys wasn't all out on the field tonight. I know a lot of us came in expecting this to be an easy win, especially the way things went in Week 17. But you got to remember it was Week 17 for the Colts as well. So they were prepared today. They played tough all game. Had 2 big plays in the fourth quarter and went down fighting. But when it mattered most, Schwartz had our back, and our defense did exactly what we expected our defense to do. Let's open up to questions, and we're pretty happy today.
Coach, there is a big question on everybody's mind. Why didn't you just run out the clock at the end? What was with the throw-in? What was happening? Why? Give us a reason.
Well, we've tried to use our play calling to prove a point here and there throughout the season. But this situation was more of we needed to get back to our own identity. We had to get back on the horse that we rode here. And for us, that's the passing game. Schwartz down the stretch. Once we got back going to our guys in the game, we moved the ball right down the field and put this thing on ice, which is a good thing we did with that breakdown coming back the other way shortly after our touchdown.
All right, Coach. The question went away, so I'll ask my own question, Coach. What do you want? What have you learned from your first Super Bowl experience that will help you perhaps win the game in your second Super Bowl experience?
It's a good question. I think it's a mindset. The first one, the guys were really happy to be there. They were young, they were talented. They thought it came easy. They thought they were going to go to Super Bowls every single season, and they realized, the other teams want it too. And I think this time there's a little more gratitude, a little more appreciation for what they accomplished. And I think the only thing they're going to be focused on right now is making sure this journey ends in the best way it can.
Coach, Steve Noble has 2 questions for you.
Sure.
With the absence of Trey White, how do you feel about your depth had impacted the team?
Well, the depth is never going to be as deep as it would be with somebody like Trey White at the top of the depth chart. Now, with that being said, Isaiah Curtis, for a rookie, has had an absolute great season. He's got superstar development, and he is rapidly reaching his potential. And at the same time, Asante Samuel Jr. has reached his peak. On any other team, he's a number one corner himself. So he's enjoying the opportunity to shine. Obviously, we'd all like Trey to be out there on the field with us, but our front office put us in a good position to be able to survive that type of loss. It says a lot about our team. It says a lot about our depth. And it doesn't say anything about how much we miss Trey because he's irreplaceable.
Follow-up question?
Sure.
When did you realize the punt was a good play?
Oh, I mean, we've always had it in our back pocket. I'm a defensive guy. There's nothing I appreciate more than a good punt. But the next best thing to that is fewer points than I could have gotten. That's why I like a nice field goal as well.
Coach, would it be fair to say that it took that little bit of adversity when you guys went from up 16 to up 8 to get that killer instinct back that you kind of lost this game that you had during the regular season?
I think it woke us up. I think the team needed to realize that, we were trying to be a little too conservative. We were trying to use up the clock. We knew we were the more talented team on the field. And our strategy kind of let them stay in the game a little bit. When we kind of crinkled it all up and threw it off to the side and went right back to the throw, the results spoke for themselves.
Coach Michael Arnold would like to know, are you concerned about the offensive production in this game?
I don't think so. We took the Colts lightly, and even as lightly as we took them, it was still, a fairly controlled game from start to finish that was never really in too much doubt. So I think our offense is going to be fresh, excited, and ready to go for either of two teams that are much more talented than the one we played here. So I'm going to look for a lot of points on the board. I'm telling my guys I want a lot of points on the board because we got a lot of prizes to give out Friday night. So every point, every extra point, every score, somebody's going to win something.
All right, Coach. Big season. What is your mindset going into the Super Bowl with all the success you've had this year?
My mindset is that we just worked our asses off through 18 games to get to the only game that matters.
Fair enough.
Coach Jason Tallow wants to know, how do you plan to get this offense clicking on all cylinders for the Super Bowl?
I don't think that's going to be a problem. This team has been toying with teams throughout the season. We've blown out most of our opponents. We've got the number one offense in the league. We've got a quarterback that threw for almost 5,000 yards without playing in the last two games of the season. Every guy that gets meaningful snaps has over 40 receptions on our offense. I think these guys have been practicing all season long for this one moment. And I think you're going to see everything we've got. Any other questions, guys? Okay, I'm going to go celebrate with my team. We'll see you all Friday night, 7 p.m. Bring your squares. Bring your wings.
Coach, when do we know who we're playing Friday?
We're going to know, it'll be posted with the squares. When the squares are posted up on the league Twitter channel, Crapwood Gaming, we'll also have the Super Bowl matchup posted with those squares. Special shout out to Jamie and Sherry. Hope the chicken wasn't too burnt. We appreciate you guys joining in and having a little fun with us. We'll see you Friday night.
Thanks everybody for the chat, man. We're a lot of fun.
This train never ends.